Now I'm depressed and watching Goku, and my girl broke my heart.
Cenat went from Youngboy's loudest online supporter to allegedly losing his girl to the same rapper, all after calling his album a 6.5.
I will rate this album a 6.5.
One reaction, one breakup, millions of rumors, and it all started with a vibe. Let me break it down. The come up and the connection. Now, before we dive deep into the mess, the drama, and all the wild accusations flying around, we got to set the stage properly. We got to understand how these two worlds even connected in the first place. Because, see, Cenat ain't just some random dude on the internet. This man has literally redefined what it means to be a content creator in this generation. We're talking about a brother who was born on December 16, 2001. Raised in the Bronx by a Haitian father and a Trinidadian mother. And from day one, this man had dreams of making people laugh. Kai started posting content on Facebook back on July 1st, 2015 when he was just 13 years old. Fam 13. While most of us were worried about homework and trying to figure out how to talk to our crushes, this dude was already building his empire. He launched his YouTube channel on January 13, 2018, focusing on comedic pranks and challenges, and the rest, as they say, is history. By the time 2021 rolled around, Kai had transitioned to Twitch, and that's when everything really started popping off. His Twitch channel has now amassed over 20 million followers. And the man literally became the most subscribed Twitch streamer ever when he hit 306,621 subscribers during his month-long subathon in February 2023, surpassing Ludwig for the crown. We ain't talking about regular numbers here. We're talking about record-breaking, history-making type achievements. But here's where it gets interesting for our story. Throughout his rise to the absolute top of the streaming game, Kai has always shown mad love for hip-hop. And in particular, he's been a certified fan of NBA Youngboy. And when we say certified, we mean this man has been vibing to YB tracks on stream for years. He wasn't just playing the music in the background like most streamers do. Nah, Kai was actually turning up, dancing, going crazy, really feeling that energy that Youngboy brings. Now, NBA Youngboy, for those who might not know, is one of the most prolific rappers of this generation. The man has dropped more music than most artists could dream of, and his fan base is absolutely devoted. Like, YB fans are a different breed entirely. They ride for their artists like soldiers. And that's important context for what's about to unfold. So, let's talk about 2025, because that's when this whole situation really started cooking. In early May 2025, Youngboy released the double single Where I Been? Shot Calling, and the video was giving that gritty street-style aesthetic that YB is known for. The tracks dropped on May 2nd, and by early 2026, that video had already accumulated over 28 million views. Youngboy was rapping about personal struggles, loyalty, and street life. The themes that have always resonated with his core audience. Shortly after the singles dropped, Kai pulled up on his stream to react to the new music. And yo, the way this man was vibing, it was something else. The stream had this black and white filter applied, giving it a moody, cinematic vibe that contrasted with the high-energy music. Kai was standing up, dancing with exaggerated movements, arm waves, head bobs, the whole 9 yards. His chat was going absolutely bananas, spamming fire emojis and goat emojis, commenting things like YB GOAT and Kai going crazy. But see, not everybody was feeling the love. And this is where the first cracks in the foundation started to show. On May 3rd, a streamer named Cuffum posted a video pressing Kai, saying some real spicy stuff. The accusation was basically that Kai was faking his energy for clout.
Every time Youngboy dropped a song when he was on house arrest and when he had no future of doing a tour, this Kai used to react to his song just like this. Like, he used to be bored watching it. Now, since he know Youngboy finna be on tour, he know Youngboy can move around, when he read this, he might be like this.
Now that's a heavy accusation right there. Cuffum was essentially saying that Kai's sudden over-the-top appreciation for Youngboy's music was strategic. That he was trying to secure a collaboration now that Youngboy was free from his legal restrictions and could actually tour and work with people. He echoed similar sentiments, claiming Kai had a script to hype Youngboy for a joint stream. But here's the thing, Kai didn't really respond directly to these accusations. The man kept it moving, kept streaming, kept showing love to the music, and honestly, the reactions remained lighthearted on his end. No beef escalated at the time, but the seeds of doubt had been planted in people's minds. Was Kai's appreciation genuine, or was this all part of some master plan to capitalize on Youngboy's star power? The plot thickened in July 2025 when Youngboy dropped his album, Make America Slime Again, Masa, on July 25th. This wasn't just any regular project. This was a 29-track album featuring collaborations with heavy hitters like Playboy, Cardi, and Mellow Rax. The album's themes revolved around resilience, fame, and even had some political satire with the title playing on Make America Great Again. When Kai reacted to the album on stream, things were different this time. He was wearing green, matching the slime aesthetic of the album. The stream featured colorful overlays with neon green slime effects, flashing lights, and animated chat pop-ups. When Kickboxer came on, one of the standout tracks with those punchy lyrics about fighting through adversity, Kai was literally punching the air like a kickboxer, vibing intensely. But here's where Kai did something that would later become significant. Before starting his reaction, he added a disclaimer. I got heat last time for ratings, so y'all know I'm keeping it real. And then he rated the album a 6. 5 out of 10. He praised Kickboxer, calling it top 3, but criticized some tracks as repetitive.
I have my own opinion.
If I had to rate this album from 1 through 10.
Warning, I am not a music expert, I am a bum. I have never claimed to be a judge of music, but I have my own opinion.
I will rate this album a 6.5.
Warning, I am not a music expert, I am a bum. I have never claimed to be a judge of music, but I have my own opinion.
Animo!
A 6. 5 out of 10. In the streaming world, that might seem like a fair, honest rating. But in the world of Youngboy fans, that was practically a declaration of war. Some fans appreciated the honesty, but others felt it was disrespectful. And according to some sources, that rating might have had bigger consequences than anyone could have imagined at the time. But we'll get to that drama in a minute. Because before everything exploded in December, there was a beautiful moment in September that showed the other side of Kai's connection to Youngboy's music. On September 9th, 2025, Kai and his whole crew attended Youngboy's concert in Los Angeles as part of the Masa tour. This was a sold-out show, and Kai had promised his crew backstage tickets if they showed up to the gym on time. The footage of them heading to the venue was something else. The whole squad turning up in the car to Murder Business, screaming the lyrics, getting hyped for the show. And when they actually got to the concert, Kai was in the front row going absolutely crazy. They turned up to hits like Lil Top, Dead Trolls, and Heart and Soul. Offset from Migos even pulled up and linked with Kai for a viral photo. But the moment that really got people talking was when Kai actually teared up during Heart and Soul, a deeply personal track for Youngboy. A single tear rolling down his cheek as he stood there absorbing the energy. Some fans praised this as real fandom. Others would later use this moment against him. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. But when admiration turns into access and access turns into opportunity, the line between fan and fallout gets dangerously thin because the same artist Kai once cried over would soon be the name attached to the biggest heartbreak of his life. The breakup, the rumors, and the chaos. All right, so now we gotta fast forward to December 2025 because this is when the whole situation went from simmering tension to a full-blown explosion that had the entire internet picking sides. And at the center of this storm was a woman named Gabrielle Gigi, Kai Cenat's girlfriend. Now, Kai and Gigi had been publicly dating since around December 2024 when Kai confirmed the relationship during a live stream on his birthday. He had talked about how the relationship brought him a sense of purpose and made him glow a little bit more. They seemed happy. They were appearing together in streams, social media posts, all of that cute couple content that fans love to see. But around early December 2025, something shifted. According to multiple reports, Gigi expressed her Christmas wish list during a conversation with Kai. And what she asked for was, well, let's just say it wasn't cheap. She specifically requested 2 luxury vehicles, a customized Mercedes G-Wagon with a pink interior, black exterior, and tinted windows. Estimated value somewhere between $150,000 to $170,000, or alternatively a BMW X6M competition. Social media clips from this period showed Kai reacting with visible shock and stress. Multiple posts described him almost passing out or fainting upon hearing the request. Now look, Kai is definitely caking. His net worth is estimated in the millions from streaming and endorsements. But according to reports, he allegedly viewed the ask as excessive and refused to fulfill it. This refusal, according to sources, created initial friction between the couple, with Gigi allegedly feeling undervalued or dismissed. And as Christmas approached, things only got worse. But nobody could have predicted how things would unfold. On December 27, 2025, Kai dropped a bombshell on X, posting, "I'm single. I will never be in another relationship again." That one tweet, it went absolutely nuclear. We're talking over 63 million views, 294,000 likes, 28,000 reposts. The pessimistic tone, "I will never be in another relationship again," sparked widespread speculation about what had gone down. And it didn't take long for the rumors to start flying. Almost immediately, accusations started circulating that Gigi had cheated on Kai. But here's where it gets really wild. The alleged third party in this situation, NBA Youngboy. Yeah, you read that right. The very same artist whose music Kai had been vibing to, whose concert made him cry, whose album he rated 6. 5/10, the rumor mill went into overdrive. Claims started spreading that Youngboy had purchased that pink G-Wagon for Gigi, the exact car Kai had refused to buy. One viral post stated, "Kai and girlfriend broke up because she wanted a pink G-Wagon for Christmas. Kai said no, so NBA Youngboy bought it." But here's the craziest part. Black Boy Max's cousin, Fatboy Dip, went live and claimed that Youngboy pursued Gigi specifically because Kai had called his album mid. According to Fatboy Dip, he was so shocked at Youngboy allegedly stealing Kai's girl in retaliation for that 6.510 rating. If true, that would mean the drama we're watching unfold right now has roots going all the way back to July. Now, before y'all grab your pitchforks, we got to give you the other side of the story, because Gigi wasn't about to let these accusations fly without a response. Gigi fired back the same day via her Instagram story, and she was not holding back.
Here's what she said.
"I left. Now you want to get on the internet and rush to paint a false narrative about me off a fake Twitter post is insane. I've never cheated on him, and you know that I have never dealt with that man. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else." Plus, now that's a strong denial. She's saying the rumors about her and Youngboy are completely fabricated, that she was the one who ended the relationship, and that Kai is trying to paint himself as the victim. Youngboy himself also seemingly denied the allegations in a vague social media post, basically saying, "Don't trust nothing." So, who's telling the truth? That's the million-dollar question that has the internet divided right down the middle. But there's another layer to this whole situation that we absolutely need to address, because it adds important context to everything that's been happening, and that's Kai's mental health. See, even before the breakup drama exploded, Kai had been open about struggling with his mental health. During an acceptance speech at the Streamer Awards on December 7th, 2025, that's 3 weeks before the breakup announcement, Kai told the audience something real.
"I appreciate everybody who decided to vote for me for this award. One thing I wanted to say to you guys tonight is, I hope a lot of creators in here and everybody at home and the viewers and the streamers really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I just been going through things in my head."
The man was literally telling us he wasn't okay. And he went on to explain how he was coping with these feelings.
And I was able to, turn to anime, Death Note, Naruto, recently since I've been gone. And I just been able to, find happiness within that. But yeah, as for the word of collab, I want to preach to everybody, within our community, us collabing is everything.
He was finding solace in anime because real life was hitting different. And then on his 24th birthday, December 16th, 2025, Kai released a video message that got even more personal. In the first part of the video, he laid out what he'd been going through.
Hello everybody, I'm currently on my laptop right now, and I appreciate everybody who's been sending me birthday wishes, as today is my birthday. So I felt like it was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys. A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve.
That vulnerability right there, that's not easy to share with millions of people. But Kai kept going, explaining what was really going on in his head.
And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of. And I would love to show you guys what I've been working on for the past few months through my more personal page, which is KC3 Hidden.
And then he hit us with the conclusion, that reminder that mental health matters even when you're at the top.
I am going to go private soon on that page, so whoever gets in, but I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health, and honestly, it's been getting better. It has, but out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling before, but I want it to be known that I truly want to create.
So here you have a situation where Kai was already dealing with burnout, self-doubt, and mental health struggles. And then his relationship falls apart publicly with accusations of cheating involving one of his favorite artists. That's a whole lot for anybody to handle regardless of how much money they have or how many followers they got. The support started pouring in from Kai's friends and associates. Your Rage replied to Kai's tweet saying, "I've missed you, Bruda." Showing that emotional support. DDG offered some real talk in the replies, saying, "Her loss. Many more heartbreaks to come as you get older. Ain't going to do none, but you make smarter for the next." And there was another detail that got people talking. Kai's assistant, Brianna, showed support by reposting his tweet and adding a trash emoji, which many interpreted as her calling Gigi's actions trash. According to sources, Bri and Gigi had a history of tension and never really saw eye to eye, which added fuel to the speculation about what really went down behind closed doors. And while the internet was busy choosing sides and spreading theories, the real story was slipping through the cracks. The story of a man breaking down behind the scenes while the world demanded he keep smiling for the camera. The bigger picture, and what comes next. Now look, we could spend the whole video just going back and forth about who did what to who and whose story is more believable, but we got to zoom out for a minute and look at the bigger picture here, because this situation tells us a lot about the worlds of streaming and hip-hop colliding in ways we've never really seen before. First, let's keep it a 100 about NBA Youngboy's history. Because if we're going to talk about accusations involving him and other people's relationships, we got to acknowledge that this isn't exactly new territory for YB. The man has a documented history of tumultuous relationships that goes back years. One of his most publicized controversies involved his then-girlfriend Jania Jackson back in 2018. Hotel surveillance footage captured Youngboy in an altercation with Jackson, and he was arrested on charges of assault, kidnapping, and weapons violations. Jackson publicly defended him, claiming it was play fighting. And in December 2019, Youngboy pleaded guilty to misdemeanor simple battery, receiving 12 months probation and a $1,500 fine. Then there was the situation with Yaya Mayweather in 2020. Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, stabbed Lepatra Jacobs, the mother of one of Youngboy's sons, during a confrontation at Youngboy's Houston home. Mayweather later pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and received 6 years probation. And more recently, in August 2025, OnlyFans model Paris McCoy accused Youngboy of manipulation during what she claimed was a secret affair. She alleged he pressured her to quit her job, get his name tattooed, and have a secret baby while he was married to his wife, Jazen. Youngboy has not responded to these accusations. Now, we're not saying any of this proves the accusations about Gigi are true. What we are saying is that the claims being made exist within a context of documented patterns. Whether you believe she's denial or believe the rumors, you can't ignore the history. But here's the other side of that coin. The accusations about Gigi also exist within a context of internet rumor mills that often spread false information. DJ Academics, who is falsely credited as the source of the cheating claims, publicly denied having anything to do with it. He called the post attributing the claims to him restarted, likely meaning recycled or fake. So, we have to be careful about what we accept as fact. What's undeniable is the impact this whole situation has had on Kai. And it connects to something much bigger that's happening in creator culture right now. In a call with Adam Ross and Stable Ronaldo, Kai got real about what he was going through. First, he opened up about missing the old days.
Aiden, I miss old times. Yeah, Aiden, why we in class since 2024, Aiden? Aiden, talk to me, bro.
What do you want me to even say? Like, Ron, what do I even say?
Aiden, bro, we got beef for what, bro?
What do I even, Ron, do I ignore it? Like,
Aiden,
what do I do, bro?
Listen, Aiden, what am I, mother?
And then he dropped the realest statement of all, admitting that being at the top comes with a price that nobody talks about.
Like, I see why you didn't want to be #1 streamer forever, because it get depressing. Honestly, Aiden, I give props to you, because when you was #1, you ain't never take a long break like I did. You kept pushing it through. So I get it now. Being a #1 streamer is not easy. Now I'm depressed and watching Goku, and my girl broke my heart.
That right there is real. Kai is basically saying what a lot of top creators don't say publicly. Being #1 is depressing. The pressure, the expectations, the constant need to one-up yourself. It takes a toll. And now at a public breakup with cheating accusations on top of that. That's brutal. DJ Academics actually broke down this phenomenon in his reaction to Kai's mental health video, and he made some really important points. First, he addressed the reality of marathon streaming.
Shout out to Kai Cenat, man. He's been open recently about his mental health issues. And, you know, I've told you guys, like, again, I don't think streaming is a hard job, but when you have to be on talking to the screen, and I get it, like, you talk to the chat and, like, you know, I can see the chat there, but when you're kind of like just, you know, eventually if you do it too much.
And then Academics really went in on why these marathon streams are problematic for mental health.
That's why, like, I think these marathon streaming things, they're unhealthy. And Kai Cenat does it a lot. Like, he'll do, 24-hour stream. I'm doing a 7-day stream, a 48-hour stream, sleepover stream. I think that's completely unhealthy for any creator. While it might promote growth because fans, like, they kind of watch their streamers or favorite streamer like a TV show.
Academics went on to compare Kai's situation to other content creators who burned out. Casey Neistat, Roman Atwood, David Dorey, FauciTube. The pattern is consistent. Push yourself to the extreme for growth. Eventually hit a wall and need to step back. Kai literally broke records with his marathon streams. His Mafian events pushed streaming boundaries. 30 days straight A-list guests, stunts, fireworks. As Academics put it, he's the Kanye West of streaming. But what more can you do after you've done it all? And you know what's wild? When Kai opened up about these struggles on December 23rd, some people actually clowned him for it. The negative feedback was like, he's rich. How can he be depressed? And Kai addressed that directly. A few days ago, I decided to open up a little bit about what I've been thinking, and it's been so much love. But when I seen some of the negative feedback I received, I got to see a glimpse of why people don't speak up about this more often. I can't imagine the things that people are going through on a deeper level. So, for those people, let me speak up a little louder. If people look at me as a joke, that takes courage, fan to be clowned for your vulnerability and still decide to speak louder for people who might be going through worse. That's real. Now, as for Gigi's side of things, she's also provided context about her perspective on the relationship. In an earlier video, she addressed accusations that she was only with Kai for material things. First, she talked about the false narratives.
They'll just be like, oh, she's with him for these reasons. Yeah. This is the reason she's with him. When in reality, no. Like, what? I'm with him because we genuinely have a great connection.
Yes.
And then they be acting like I ain't never had nothing like where I gotta be with this person for these things. Like, I've always had quality things.
And then she made her point even clearer that she has her own money and wasn't there for handouts.
I don't have to use nobody. I don't have to. I have my own things. I pay my own bills. I have my own valuable things. Like, what do you mean I'm using it? I don't have to use this person. If I'm using them for love. The hell? I love the way he loves me. Not what he can do. And mind you, I don't even ask him to do nothing. Anything he does for me is off the strength of himself. Because he wants to. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
So, you have Gigi saying she has her own money, pays her own bills, and wasn't using Kai for material things. Whether that squares with the Christmas gift request drama, that's for y'all to decide. So, where does all of this leave us? Well, Kai and Gigi have unfollowed each other on social media, confirming the split is real. Kai hasn't elaborated much beyond his initial tweet, and he's apparently focusing on his mental health and new creative projects. Gigi continues posting on Instagram and seems to be moving on. No legal actions or further major escalations have occurred. The drama has divided fans down the middle. Some side with Kai and call Gigi opportunistic. Others defend Gigi and point to the fake rumors that started this whole narrative. And some people are just here for the entertainment, watching two worlds collide in real time. But the real takeaway from all of this, the intersection of streaming and hip-hop is getting messier by the day. When Kai was just vibing to Youngboy's music on stream, nobody could have predicted it would somehow connect to a public breakup and cheating allegations, music preferences becoming points of drama, ratings becoming possible, motivations for retaliation. The lines are all blurred. Now, if you enjoyed this video, click on the boxes playing on your screen to watch similar content.